Hi, everybody. I'm Sai,
I'm Mags.
and welcome to Beyond the Bag. We record these live on stream on Poshmark. So, imagine QVC had a caffeine problem and a closet full of coaches.
That's us.
That's us.
So, what do we got in the bag today?
First up, the United States luxury resale has valued at about 8.5 billion in 2024 and is projected to climb to 13 billion by 2030. That's 7% is what it's rising every year. So that means that Kate Spade you got in your attic could actually be worth something more and more.
So, the resale world of handbags is climbing.
All resale world.
Wow. Again, first, I was ahead of the game.
First,
Reselling shit. So,
and second,
okay.
you're going to like the story.
Okay.
The second story we got tonight is we made an album. Yeah. KidsWithMags.com, a purse company, dropped some music. Why? Because our tribe is not just a customer base. It's seriously a culture. And we're handbag lovers with way too much in common not to have a soundtrack, right?
For real.
So it's really a love letter and a groove track rolled into one and an homage to everyone that's helped build this vibe with us.
I love the idea of a soundtrack. It's the soundtrack of our tribe.
Yes.
And I love that.
And bonus pop culture random news. Taylor Swift not only dropped a surprise album, but they released a track list, which means that her fans are already ranking which songs are going to be the best, even though they never heard them. So it's like
all of the speculation is coming out. Like, I saw
All
something. It was like, I think this song is about this person, and I think this song is about this dude, just based off of the song title. Is people are already guessing what that song is about.
Right. All right. Well, let's cue the music.
Be on the bed where the story shines. Bags, brands, and secrets all in real time. From Lux deep dive to resale tea. Come vibe with the tribe, unfiltered free. We live on the mic, straight from the show. You feel the buzz and the glow as we go. Beyond the bag, let's go.
I'm like, yeah, head of the game. Swish, because I was ahead of the game on the resale world, and yeah.
So here's the tea. Resale isn't just keeping up, it's thriving. So all the taxes, the TikTok trends, and how tech have turned secondhand into first choice. And guess who's getting the most numbers? The South. People from the South are buying.
Really?
Gen Z's got the hype, and even Amazon wants to play at this resale game. But the real question is this growth actually going to benefit sellers, or is Big Bagma going to squeeze out the boutiques that we love, right? So let's find out. So I got some fun numbers. I got a little screen in front of me that makes me seem really, really smart.
You said Amazon wants to get in on this?
Amazon's going to get in on it. Yeah, they're getting in on it. So they're joining up with Rebag, and they're going to be playing the game. So,
right. Yes, okay.
So here's some fun. Here's my make me seem smart screen. Here's what it says, okay?
Okay.
Cash strapped, okay? Perfect. Let's buy someone else's coach. So with taxes on shiny new luxury goods, which are making wallets kind of not happy, right?
Right.
The good thing is that resale is here to save us with that pre-owned vibe and none of that extra surcharge drama. So that's part of the reason why people are starting to buy pre-loved is, guess what? They ain't no import taxes that are hitting on that. So
all right. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah. The other thing is online. They're doing it online. Online right now is king. $6 billion of sales happened online last year.
In resale.
Damn. So that's probably why the retail world, the brand new world, is dropping because so much of us are buying resale. In fact, the last podcast was about how people are starting to do thrifting.
Right. I was just going to bring that up. I was going to say we just talked about thrifting and how that's on the rise. And again, firsties, because I've been thrifting since I can remember. And I don't remember the last thing I bought at full retail.
Yeah.
And that goes for anything. I look around everything in the house and I'm like, even my cool plant shelf, I didn't pay full retail for.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
The plant shelf is back, you guys. Gen Z is buying sustainable. That's a big factor in all this. I think that's something that we have to mention because we're becoming more and more aware of what's the word I'm looking for? How crappy we are to the earth.
I know, environmentally aware.
Yeah, really. So driven by sustainability and secondhand style, kids these days are like, why pay full price when I can, flex that I got it for $3.
Oh, it's such a huge flex, too.
It's such a flex.
Such a huge flex.
And
I think that's part of the reason that these $3 starts are such a hit, too.
Yeah.
Because people are getting screwed on them and getting items for way less than they should be because it was a $3 start. So that's part of the hype of the flex of like, I only paid $15 for it. And you're like, that's a $575 wallet that you paid $15 for, that poor seller.
That's the biggest flex to me. Like if someone came up to me and they said, check it out, I got this brand new Coach, $400, baby, right off. I'd be like, okay, that's cool. That's good for you. Nice Coach, pretty. Got it off retail. Let's go. You banging. But if someone came to me and said, I got a Coach for $100, supposed to be $300, I'm like, dang, okay, what's up? Why you?
Suddenly you're like,
I know we were showing off.
Right,
Hold on, let me see. Like to me, that's the biggest flex is when you get something much cheaper than it should be because you had to hunt for that.
for sure. Those don't just fall in your lap.
No, you had to really look for that just to find that. So and you ever double dip coupons? Do you remember like back in the day, they used to let you like they stopped it now.
The couponers.
Oh, the couponers, no. You used to be able to like stack coupon on coupon.
Right.
Back in the day. They stopped that for obvious reasons because
Right.
people going in, they're like, check it out, I got my Tide for like a quarter. You know what I mean? So
The couponers, man. There was like a whole, I remember I was part of a Facebook group just to watch the drama and just to watch that of like, Walmart paid you to take that home. Like they couponed so hard that Walmart had to give them money out of the register. Like it became a thing.
Wait, that's not a joke?
No, I'm not even kidding you. Like they couponed so deep that they ended up with like a rebate. Like they ended up with like being owed money. And I was like, how is this happening?
Wait, and they just gave, well, I guess Walmart employees can give a crap less.
For sure. So I'm sure that's why they stopped it, because people were working the system so hard that they were like not having to pay anything and or getting a rebate.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
I know. It was wild. That's why I said I was part of the group just to watch the drama and then the comment section, of course. Everybody loves the comment section.
I'm still trying. Wait a second. So I'm imagining I'm a Walmart worker. Okay. First of all, I just came back from my 8th lunch break.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, this guy gave me 4 coupons stacked on this. Let's just say whatever. I don't know, whatever it might
Disposable
be.
razor.
Disposable razors.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get you back money? Like it says 10% off, $3 off. So like, let's say they coupon to the point where it's $0. They say $3 off.
They get another coupon that says $2 off. Now it's in the negative. $2.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. It was wild.
Oh, hell no.
It was wild.
No, my
Yep.
4.3 GPA Asian ass would have been like, no, listen.
That's
you
why
take
you don't
0.
work at Walmart. So
You take 0, okay? And you minus X%. You know what you're going to get? 0.
Yeah.
So you can keep walking with your free Tide or your razor that you just got.
Nope.
No, they gave him money out of the register? How come I
And
didn't know
people
about
would
this?
show like the receipts. Well, it's the same thing. Like people only know. You remember the IKEA thing? Returning shit to IKEA? Not everybody knew about that. Those recalled dressers
Oh,
that you could return.
that's right. Did you guys
Yeah.
know about this? The IKEA thing. Tell them about it. Tell them about the IKEA thing.
IKEA had, well, they've had a few, but IKEA had a run for a minute with their Malm dressers, MALM, that were tipping over and falling on kids and then injuring and killing kids. So they recalled them. Well, if you had that dresser, you got to return it to IKEA for a full refund, with or without a receipt, because it was a recalled product. So people were going and scooping all of these, because everybody and their mom's got a mom dresser because they were so cheap to buy. And
Everybody and their mom?
yeah, everybody and their mom. And thank you for catching that. And
I could leave it alone.
so they were scooping them all up off of Facebook, off of Craigslist, off of whatever, and didn't matter the condition, didn't matter if it was just a box full of parts. If it had the mom sticker saying that was a piece of that dresser, IKEA give you your money back.
Let's give IKEA some props. Good job, IKEA.
Hell yeah.
On trying to make things right.
Absolutely.
Terrible, you scammers, for trying to take advantage of it, So what'd they do? They just went on Facebook and grabbed some free ones, or what'd they do?
Free, or pick them up for $20, because they were cashing out at like, I want to say it was like $179 for the dressers, depending on the size. There was like 2 or 3 different sizes too.
Wow.
And so yeah, so it was like if you found those little pockets of, so I feel like the
Okay.
couponing is the same thing.
Okay.
Where it was like if you got into that little niche and you took advantage of that while it was a thing, you took advantage of it.
Well, guess what? Guess who's buying the most pre-loved stuff?
Who?
The South.
You said, yeah, you mentioned that.
The South, you guys. And there's even a number, 41% of the market share is going to the South. So
Wow.
we talk about Atlanta, we talk about like that's where they're buying the most stuff. So I mean, if I were you, I definitely check, or at least send it towards the South if you're selling anything, just because. Well, what you doing over there? Did you see a ghost? Did you see the ghost of Christmas coupon? What did you see over there? This is what I love about being live. You don't know what's gonna happen.
I saw somebody walk by that door going that way.
Yeah. So big platforms, little boutiques, luxury resale, doing both. So eBay, the real ThreadUp, the usual suspects, let's just call them.
Okay.
Right. But the cool kids, like boutique platforms, are offering personalized resale experiences. So fancy that they might even ask for your preferred latte order. Like they're doing these big platforms are really, really just getting into this. In fact, Amazon is also, I know we talked about this before. I don't know if I'm going to release that podcast, so we should briefly touch on that.
Okay.
Amazon also is getting in on this, knowing that this is going up by 7% now, we realized. And they're getting together with Rebag.
That's right.
So that means that they'll deliver you an Hermes, a Hermes, and a Cartier.
Chanel.
A Chanel in 2 days.
Gucci.
Yeah, and Gucci. This means that
Prime.
Yep.
Prime now.
Prime now. So your accessories can get there even faster.
Hi, Melvin.
So that's something we really got to look at that, and realize that that's a big deal. It's coming up.
Yeah, I think that's crazy to think that. I mean, I've seen brands on Amazon, but not like an exclusive luxury contract with one of the big boys like Rebag.
Yeah.
So I think that's really, it's going to be really interesting because if you get the prime experience and a luxury handbag, it could go either way. It could really be something to have that quick delivery. My question is, and where we stand out is, what's your return policy and your return situation on any of these? So, right? I'm gonna click Chanel, and then I'm gonna click Greenies, and I'm gonna click checkout. So true. He likes the blueberry greenies.
Oh man, that's something still to think about. That you're gonna be like, I'm gonna buy my Hermes, and let me see, I need some toilet paper while I'm at it.
I know, right?
Just all in one. But it is going up, though. The point is that resale in it. I should take that picture. Resale is going up, and I think that's what we have to look at, which is like, now that's good. If you're selling here on Poshmark, let's talk about how it affects Poshmark, because this is the main platform that we're on.
Right.
If you're on Poshmark, okay, then that's great for you because these tariffs are pretty much free advertising for you.
Yeah, it really is.
Because then no one wants to buy brand new when I could buy it secondhand instead,
and not have to pay these fees.
Right. I don't have to pay these extra. I mean, you're gonna pay Poshmark fees. You're a Poshmark, I don't want their money.
Yeah.
But you don't have to pay the extra tariffs on it. So everyone's gonna be coming in, and really it's gonna be increasing. So if you're selling right now, or you're thinking about reselling, now's a good time. Because remember, they predict $14 billion by the year 2030.
Jesus.
14 billion.
And what are we at?
We're I think they said 8 billion right now.
Jesus.
So we're at 8. It's a $8 billion market. So I don't know what you're doing right now, but go look in your garage.
Right? Go find something to sell. Just sell it.
Go
sell something.
Go find some old jeans that you're not using.
Yeah.
Just post it up. Someone will eventually come even take a look at it. I always think about that for Poshmark, right? So I know people when they start here, or we can throw it in anybody. We can throw it in eBay, Mercari, Depop. I don't care what platform you're using right now. Okay? Does not matter. If you just go take a picture of it, post it up, and leave it, that's the only work you got to do.
I know.
Somebody might be searching for that specific thing at some point.
For real.
And according to the numbers, people are going to want it.
A lot of people might be looking for what you got, apparently.
And again, $6 billion was done online.
That's crazy.
Online. So that means nobody wants to go out there and actually touch it. They just look at it and they go like, yeah, send it to me. I want that. So that's a big deal. So keep in mind, so that's great news for everybody. I didn't know I was going to start this podcast with such good news. You know what I'm saying?
For real, yep.
So for everybody. So if you're
no more brick and mortar.
Yeah, Gwen is an advocate of just dropping the brick and mortar, and I don't necessarily disagree with you. Let me ask you a quick side question before I move on to the next topic.
Okay.
Do you think we should ever open a brick and mortar?
I don't know. We've had this debate. I shouldn't say debate, but we've had this question brought up, and there's a huge part of me that leans towards yes, and then there's a huge part of me that leans toward no. I'm really undecided. I can see the value in opening a brick and mortar, and I can also see the value in just keeping it online.
Because I know what a Mr. Business Guy is going to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know because I was Mr. Business Guy for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be, well, here's the thing. If they can feel the product, they can feel how nice that leather feels.
Mm-hmm.
They can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably going to make a better sale. And they might even fall in love. And even aside from the bottom line, they might fall in love with it faster
Mm-hmm.
to be able to touch it, to be able to feel it and all those things, right? But then I go, well, that's kind of why we have the Good Vibes guarantee.
Right.
So you can shop online with us
Right.
and not have to worry about if you touch it and you feel you don't like it, just return it. It's not a big
Right.
deal. Like
Right.
a year later, you know.
So my issue with it and what deters me from a brick and mortar is it's like, yeah, but I'm basing all of that in one city, or if we open up multiple, but I'm like, with Posh and with online sales, I have everybody has access
Right.
to come and shop. But my brick and mortar, I have,
Seasonal brick and mortar, like a Spirit Halloween.
oh my God, pop-ups, right?
Some
Would that be
pop-ups,
kind of
right?
fun? But like I'm hoping that hundreds of people in that specific area are going to come and shop, whereas on the online platform, I have millions of shoppers.
So I've had this discussion with
So-
Mags a lot, and I the way we've come to a compromise, all right, is I eventually want to have a little bit of both. So I want, as we grow, we have two choices. We can move into a studio, and that means like go into a simple little warehouse.
Mhm.
It'll cost next to nothing.
Mhm.
We can set up a beautiful studio and have the show continue on. We have all of our purses stacked in a long warehouse and not pay the extra. Or a combination of both,
Yeah.
where you have a storefront and you also run a show with the less of a warehouse. Now that's the only problem is the warehouse is in essence the storefront,
Which is okay.
which is
Because
okay.
it's just a pretty storage place.
Right. So that's kind of the compromise we're at right now, where in the future, at some point, I think we want to do sort of a hybrid where imagine right now, we're doing this show live and we're doing it live right now on Poshmark. Okay.
Right.
And people are listening right now. Imagine you can walk into the store and kind of see the actual show going on,
Mhm.
like a live audience, but you happen to be shopping.
Right.
That kind of gives a little bit more, it's kind of on brand for us to be more personable that way and not
Mhm.
be just a, you know,
Yeah.
I am a store.
Mhm.
You know, I hate that thought just
Yeah.
even thinking about it.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't want that. That's why I'm like, either or, because having a storefront would be the added cost for like security, Eileen asked.
That's a good point.
That's
Yeah.
super valid, absolutely, because that is definitely a concern. But I like the idea of the hybrid in like we've got to have a place to do our show and we've got to have a place to store our bags. So why not take up some of that space and make it available for the public and for people to come in and be able to feel the bags like you were talking about. So
Right.
I love the idea of a hybrid
So
like that.
much of our culture is putting people over profits.
Mhm.
So much of our culture.
Mhm.
And the whole
To a fault almost.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I know. I was talking to Mags about this the other day where so many big Bagma policies, that's what we're calling them, Poshmark, eBay, you name it, okay, Depop, whatever it is, just name one of these big corporations. Their policies are to protect them.
Right.
Should I say that one more time?
Right.
Their policies, their return policies are to protect them. So you can't scam them. When you buy that purse, it's one and done. Goodbye.
Right.
All sales fine. Oh, did you miss your return window? Too bad. You know, hell, it didn't even matter. Our last return with Poshmark, they didn't care about the return window.
No.
They were in there 3 days. They still rejected the return. So here's my point, though, is that we are so much about putting people first. It makes sense for me to be like, hi, I would like to shake your hand.
Right.
Hi, or in your case, I'd like to give you a hug, which
Right.
is completely for us on brand, if you will, on culture is the best way to say it. I hate the
Mhm.
word brand, but it's on culture for us to be like, to give a hug to a customer,
Mhm.
which is not normal for
Right.
anybody, you know,
Mhm.
because, corporate.
Yeah. I like the idea though of being able to come in and shop because I do love to shop. I love shopping. I love thrifting. I love being able to go out and find something. So again, the idea of the hybrid is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Gwen was saying that somebody else on Posh does something similar to that, where she has a
That's
store.
great. See, that's what I'm talking about. I think
Super cool.
that's so cool. Now,
Mhm.
the beautiful part about what we're doing now is we have pretty much no overhead.
Right.
So we're
Luckily,
good.
right now.
Luckily, right?
Yep.
And even later when we had a previous studio, guys, our previous studio
Thank you.
was $300 a month. Okay, you can afford $300 a month. Okay,
Mhm.
so it wasn't bad. But if we're talking about a brick and mortar for a store, and we're talking about a large warehouse to hold even more purses, because my plan is to have. I told Mags this. I want to hit by the end of uh 2025. I want to at least hit 1,000 bags in our inventory, and then by the end of 2026, I want to hit at least 10,000 bags in our inventory and keep growing and growing and growing to where, like, we have just so many bags. I want you to be like, hey, like when you tell me, hey, is there like a red Dooney over there? And like I'm yelling across the room, like, is there a red Dooney?
And we've got
You
like
see
them
one?
color coded
Yeah.
now, and
Yeah.
they're spread by brand. They're separated by color, like
Right.
as opposed to this fiasco that we've got going on here, where it's just a
Well, it's like
hodgepodge of everything.
well, it's like 300 bags in a tiny little spot,
I know.
So what can you do? But
It's cute though.
we're already almost there to the 1,000 mark.
Yeah.
So we're already really close to getting there.
Mhm.
But that's eventually what I want to get to. But we're completely off topic, kind of. That's my
Right.
favorite thing
Mhm.
because of wonderful segues. Here's the thing: we're a purse company. I said company. Ugh.
We're purse culture.
We're a purse people.
Yep.
Okay, and we came out with an album.
Yep.
What is that? What is that about, Mags?
I love it. Okay, so at first, when he told me this, I was like, you're reaching and you're so ridiculous, and I love you for it.
I'm not reaching.
And then he previewed me one of the songs, and I was like, oh my fucking god, this actually works. Like, it was like the logo. If you guys have watched our logo video on Instagram, and he was explaining it to me, and I was just not. Hi, Holly. She's gonna break us again. We're gonna forget everything because it's gonna get too sweet in here.
Right.
But we like see, I've kind of forgotten. No, he was explaining to me like K and an M, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I don't get it. Like that seems kind of generic. It seems kind of like what everybody does, right? And then like he showed it to me, and I'm like, oh my god, like that. I can't unsee it now. I can't think of us not using that logo now. And so that's kind of how the album has grown on me, where it was like at first I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't believe we're doing this. Who is going to care that a purse culture group of people put together some music? Like, who's going to actually
I will
care?
tell you, and
And then I listened to it and I'm like, holy shit. I can't stop listening to it.
and here's what I said to her. I go, because our people, our tribe are so relatable. There are so many people. First off, like the struggles we go through just on the resale world, being mistreated.
Right.
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 All of us go. This is why we're all here
Right.
together right now.
Mhm.
It's because we all know we deserve to be treated better than how the corporate bottom line is treating us. That's why we all here together.
Mhm.
Okay. Like at a base.
Mhm.
That's why we know Gwen. That's why we know Sue. That's why we know Eileen. Eileen was going to leave Poshmark at some point,
Right.
So that's why we know everybody here. What about Olaine and we got Olaine started on her. She started doing her collection because of us, right?
No.
So here's my point though, is that all these people are very relatable and their struggles are real
Mhm.
and their experiences are real. Yeah, I know we met. If you think that what we do is sell purses, then you don't know who we are.
Right.
As a tribe, as a company, you don't know who we are.
Mhm.
So that's not what we do. I like to say we sell freedom.
Mm.
And I like to say by freedom of like not being restrained by like corporate rules. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by freedom.
Policies.
Policies. That's what I
Right.
like to say.
Bound by
But
policies.
but think about this for a second. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but Andy.
Mm.
Okay, so she goes through and she gets heat from her partner sometimes for buying herself something with her own money,
Mhm.
right? And if you think about it, that's something that since I've known you, I've met so many women that go through this, that their hubbies are on their ass for buying that bag. And that's relatable. That's so relatable.
So relatable.
What about I can name this because I know she won't mind, but what about Amanda? She's a mom out there holding it down. And Olaine, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Their mom's holding it down. Okay.
Mhm.
And they buy themselves a nice pretty bag, you know what I'm saying? And there's no anthem to really talk about her story. In fact, I'll go right now and go search mom on music. You know what you're gonna get Dear Mama from Tupac.
Hmm.
You know, you're gonna get some moms, but there's not like a mom holding
Like
it
a
down.
mom anthem.
Like a mom, and there's not out there.
Mhm.
So I look at our tribe and we see all these things. What about what I was talking about before? A couple of our people are going through terminal illnesses and real struggles in their life. And what about them?
Mhm.
So like what the whole point of this album is to, number one, let our tribe vibe together. And we're all about vibes, right?
Absolutely.
What better way to vibe than to dance and to sing
Mhm.
and to just be together? I mean, the only thing left is for me to cook for everybody.
Well, that'll happen.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Come
might not
on.
be everybody at once, but we're gonna cook along the way.
Right. So I thought, well, to me, that makes a lot of sense. Because at first you're like, what the hell is a purse company making an album?
I know, and that's why I said, like, then you listen to it and you're like, oh my god, I can relate to every single one of these songs, and it doesn't even have to be a direct translation, like the fight song. It was made with someone in mind, but that fight could be
It could be in.
it could be anything.
Could
It
be-
doesn't have to be a terminal illness. It doesn't have to be. It could be a relationship struggle. It could be anything that you are fighting for. It could be you're just fighting to find yourself. Like all of these songs can be so easily translate and fit into all of our lives at some point.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so special, is that it it's like this it's like like an anthology to everybody's life
Yeah.
and what can happen in everybody's
Now,
life and what you can relate to.
I have to point that out too. When I was thinking about the styles of the song and what to write in the lyrics, and every time I made an artist, right? Because I had to make these artists,
Mhm.
and it took a long time.
That shit is crazy
It,
too.
I know you get to watch it.
It's so wild.
It's not as easy as you think. But regardless, I started thinking about it. I go, well, what kind of tone do we want this in? And I thought, you know what, you guys, you know what makes me feel good every time? Nostalgia.
Yeah.
So all the songs are done in like Janis Joplin, remember NSYNC,
Yeah.
some Backstreet Boys stuff, like in this type of style, like the
Mhm.
boy
Fall Out
bands,
Boy,
some Fall Out Boy styles in
Mhm.
there. So like I put all,
Fleetwood Mac.
yeah, so we put all these type of styles in there because I listen to all these styles.
Right.
Because I remember Mags asked me, she was like, well, what style are you gonna do it in? I literally said,
All.
yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
everything that brings us nostalgia and makes us feel good.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what I wanted to go about and just make people feel good. And that's still, to me, to again, to answer the question, why the hell did you make an album? Is to make people feel good, ultimately. And isn't that what it should be about?
It's like the ultimate inside joke. Not joke, but like the ultimate like inside, like, if you know, you know.
Right.
So like you be like driving along and you hear somebody vibing like, that's my tribe, and you're like, wait, you know that song? Hold on. How do you know that song? Because I know that song. So it's like our own little, like, it's like just for us in a way.
Right.
But I want more people to experience, because I want more people to be able to relate to these songs because they are so relatable.
Right. I even made one for there's a cat in one of our tribe members named Mortimer. I dedicated a whole song to Mortimer because Mortimer is the reason why we send gifts out to people's pets.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the first thing we ask now. If somebody ever buys a bag from us, we're like, what kind of animals do you have? What's
Us
their name?"
messaging on
Yeah.
Posh like, hey, congrats, I'm so stoked for you. What kind of pets do you have?
Like, think about that from a buyer standpoint. You're like, what the hell just happened?
What?
Why
How do
did
they care
care?
about my cat
Why do they
or my
care?
dog or my guinea pig or my... We sent somebody had bearded dragons. I was so excited because I had all that reptile
That's right.
stuff
That's right.
that I got to send to someone's bearded dragon. I was so excited.
I never want that to stop, by the way.
I know, me either.
I always want us, as soon as we find out that they have a pet, because we don't think about it, but, and by the way, there's a song for just pets.
Yes.
And that was the one I did after boy bands.
I love it.
So like the thing I had about that real quick is that every time I heard a boy band song, I thought, are they singing about me? Because I could be singing about a pet right now. And that's exactly what I did with
Yeah.
that song. So the lyrics are made kind of, a mystery.
Right.
They're like, are you singing about a pet?
Right?
What are you singing about right there? It's like, because you love your animals so
Undyingly. For
undyingly. I mean, Gwen's got a picture of Cade, so you can see Cade when you're taking a poop.
Yep. He's a pooping partner.
He's a poop.
I love it.
Cats,
so
all
much.
cats are pooping partners, by the way.
All animals are. Talk to Elaine and Aries. She can't go to the bathroom without Aries.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I guess that's what it means. Like, so, but anyways, I have a song dedicated to Mortimer because he started this whole thing.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I sat with Mags behind the scenes about, well, I was like, babe, if we're all about spreading happiness, you want to know one of the best things that makes people happy? They're pets. So here's what we do. Every time we sell a bag, let's give something to their pets so their pets can be happy too.
Well, we even did the thing, Charlene. Well, we even did the thing way back in the day, forever ago, where we made stickers of everybody's pets. And then we even did for our OGs the beautiful like portraits of their
That's right.
pets that we sent
That's
out.
right.
So pets are a huge part of our culture. Huge.
I still step back and go, like, if somebody's just watching right now, like who is there yeah, there's 10 people, so there's an extra person in here that we don't know.
Right.
They got to be like, are these people for real?
I know. Right?
Like, did they seriously?
They made an album,
They made an album and then
song about a cat.
and then we sure as hell did. And then they send their customers pets. Because think about the average Poshmark seller right now.
Mhm.
Order comes in, I pack it in a bag,
I throw in some tissue
I
paper.
throw some tissue paper, a little card, and I send it out. Goodbye. And then I'm like, come on, please accept, please accept. By the way, I have a thing on Instagram right now that's out of like, I made this AI lady.
Yeah.
And like the second she opened her package, a lady came in her ear and she went, accept now, please accept it, because that's how it is at Poshmark.
That's how you feel.
It's how you feel on
for real.
Poshmark, because they're like, accept it. They're just in your, they're in your face about it. But
Mhm.
anyways, so wait, what was I talking about now?
I don't even know, because I got to thinking about the
The
AI.
Poshmark, the AI. Oh my god.
So funny.
But it's really funny though. But yeah, I'll go back to the animals then.
Yeah.
Because that's what really it's all about. It's like creating that happiness.
Well, the average
and that joy.
Poshmark sale is what you were talking about.
Right,
just
right, right.
packing it up that way.
The last thing that thank you for that. The last thing you think about is like asking them what kind of animal they have. It almost feels intrusive,
I know.
doesn't it? It feels a little like
used to. I will tell you, it used to. When we first started asking people, it was like, people aren't gonna want to give up that information. Now I'm like, what kind of animals you got? Like, this is just part of the experience with us. And if you can't vibe, you can't vibe. Like, I just want to know what your dog's name is. Tell your dog I said hi.
I
Like,
think that kind of goes along with it too, where it's like, well, if you vibe with it, you vibe. You know what I mean?
he loved his Fugler to death. That's right.
Oh my god, Fugglers. Do you sure have your Fugglers here?
Your video of the suspect with the Fugler was like my favorite thing, Elaine. I was so
Is she gonna go get it?
funny. I brought one Fugler with me. I brought my favorite Fugler. This one, Novel got me this one, and he's here with us. Is my little Yeti. So do not tell Garfield or Scooby they're not even. He's my buddy. Does he sit right there? He can sit right there. Ooh, there. A Fugler.
Did you just put a Fugler on a mic?
I did.
Yeah, you totally did that. That's
It's
great.
so
I love it, by the way. But yeah, going back to what we're talking about. So the whole point of this album, and it's funny because what I want to do right now is, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and right now we're gonna take a break. Not live. Live, we're just gonna keep going. But if you're listening to this podcast, I'm gonna pick one of my favorite songs right now, and we're gonna play it right now.
Every day we get a choice to hold on to the way to let the sun shine in. Today we're choosing good vibes only. Let's go. Woke up late, spilled my coffee on the floor. Lost my keys, the truck won't start no more. Phone keeps ringing, bills keep piling high. Got 100 reasons why I wanna cry, but I'm not gonna let it get the best of me. Took a deep breath, turned the radio up to 3. Today I'm choosing good vibes only. Sunshine in my pocket, skies are never lonely. Shake off the worry, let the troubles fade away. Today's not the day for the clouds to stay. Missed the train, shirt's got a coffee stain. Boss called in, but I'm skipping that pain. Traffic slow
So yeah, that's gonna be the fun. But wouldn't that fun though? Like to have people hear it like just on there, and that's kind of what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like a song like that is
Mm-hmm.
it seems like kind of crazy that we would do this. So
It's insane.
I don't
It's
think it'll
absolutely
ever
insane.
stop.
But I think that's all of our business has been insane. You tell anybody like we have all of your support, but like real life support, it's like they don't get it. You tell somebody here in real life like what we do and how we do it and why we do it, and they're just like, it's never gonna work.
Oh, I met a
That's
guy.
not gonna work. You're crazy. And we're like, cool, thanks. We know.
Yep. I met a guy.
We'll see you on the other side. Like,
This
whatever.
this is a true story. I met a guy, and I told him about the business plan and the idea. And I go, the idea is to take all of our margins that we should be putting into advertising, and then put it into the customer experience. And then I said, by the way, he's successful, multimillionaire. And then I said, I'm going to add on there something that we call our return policy. I had to say it like this because he's a business guy. This is what they listen. This is what they hear.
Right.
They hear mumbo jumbo stuff that you hear in a spreadsheet. They have to hear return policy. What's your appropriate policy?
Right.
So I had to say it like that. So I framed it like that. I go, so our return policy is a year. And he goes, oh my God.
You'll never make money.
You'll never make money. You'll kill your margins. I go, that's correct. We will. And then I said, and it's under any condition. He goes, any condition? They're going to take advantage of you. You guys are going to lose so much money. And I go, okay, but hear me out. Whenever I say hear me out, hear me out. What if, I explained to him, that instead of going and making the most margins we can instantly from one sale, if we can just create a culture of people that are out to spread good vibes along with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he went, none of that translates to the bottom line.
Right.
He literally said bottom line to me. And I went, I'm talking to the wrong person.
Right.
And I probably had so much hate of explaining that to people over and over and over again.
I know. It's so hard to get support.
Right.
When you're talking to someone. But when you're talking to someone that's experienced it, like a lot of you guys have, it's different. And you get it. Like you get it.
Right.
But you talk to somebody that hasn't experienced or gone through the whole Kismet Mags experience, and they cannot wrap their head around it. Like,
right. Oh,
the funny thing I've seen right?
We'll talk about the Fugler?
The Fugler.
Fugglers.
Again. Firsties. Hello. We bought these before they were cool because we were obsessed. And then they took off. And now they make them in everything. Dog toys, keychains. They even make, Britt was telling me, she sent me a picture, which I immediately went to Target and looked for. They have some that have like little baby thing where there's a baby Fugler in with the big Fugler. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead.
So because of that, right? Because of these constant conversations I have with people,
Mm-hmm.
I've had
quality over quantity 100% of the time, Gwen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So true. But people, like, we have a lot of business-minded friends, right? And that's who we like to surround ourselves with. But for them to wrap their head around this company, this style of company, this culture that we're pushing and that we're doing and that we're providing, they cannot figure it out.
No, they cannot.
They cannot figure it out, and they can't like fathom like what we're doing
because they're not our ideal people. They're not our people. So like I even pitched one where I said, okay, imagine this. Ready? Resale, like reimagined, and you get what you deserve, which is the best because you deserve the best. And it was still like just like question marks over their head. Like, how do you make money with that?
Like a dog?
Yeah, they're like a dog looking in the mirror. They're like, how do you make money? And it's so hard to be like, okay, what if the number one thing isn't making money? And we still get hate. And by the way, I'm telling this on this podcast because
pathetic corporate mentality, Gwen said.
Thank you. Yes, Gwen, because our people listening right now, they get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to explain to our peeps.
Right. To these peeps.
No, these
to our podcast peeps that are just coming in.
Right. So that's why I was constantly saying over and over, it's like we don't sell pre-loved handbags. We sell freedom, we sell peace of mind, we sell pretty much everything else but handbags. I mean, so like we happen to also do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I even wrote down, hold on, I got to read this to you. And you tell me what you think.
Okay.
We're going to do some, like we're in a business meeting right now. You tell me what you think of this.
I love it.
Okay. So I wrote this.
We're all in a meeting.
We're
Okay,
on
okay.
we're on a meeting on this podcast together. You
Join
guys.
us at the round table.
So I said, we believe people deserve better, better than being treated like a transaction, better than the cold all sales final wall, better than the regret you feel when you realize you're stuck with something you don't love. So the reason why we exist is to challenge corporate resale and how they treat their customers, to replace hassle and buyer's remorse with freedom and joy. What do you think about that? Like to turn the oh no into like, I can't believe how good this feels. Like that's what I want to do. So I kind of wrote that down thinking maybe that could be something within our mantra, our culture mantra.
I love it. I completely agree.
I have it on like on tap. I was like, explain your company to me. Well, I'm like, hold on 1 second. I got it right here. Okay, listen.
Does this translate?
Yeah.
Does this make sense to you?
Stop hassling me about it. So, and one of the things that I tell people about us, how much we model ourselves after Zappos, that they're very transparent with their money. I literally break down what we, and by the way, I had the same gentleman. I'm not going to mention his name. Same gentleman. I broke down our numbers for him. I'll break down the numbers to anyone that ever wants to know exactly how much kismetmags.com makes. That will always be my promise to anyone. If you need to know how much money we make, I will tell you. I don't have any secrets from anybody how much money we make. And you'll go, oh, you guys really aren't making that much money. I go, no, we're not. We're genuinely doing this because we love it.
You guys don't make any money.
Oh yeah. So like, and I'll go through it real quick. $100 bag. We sold it for $100. We probably bought it for $35 if it's in excellent condition and a popular hand style. We buy it for $60 sometimes if it's super popular, like the Marc Jacobs tote bag.
Yeah.
So we'll buy it for a lot. Overall, our margins is just a little over double. So we don't even make 3x, you guys. So if we bought it for $30, we aim to make 50 off of that. So we sell the bag for $100. Why? Because you got to pay for shipping. We always pay for shipping. It doesn't feel right, in my opinion.
Right. Poshor.com.
Yes. We have to pay seller fees if we're on Poshmark. And then the rest goes into the unboxing process and the shipping and the care that goes into it. And then the rest goes into website and maintenance. Our website every single month pulls about $600 to $800. So just the website alone for maintenance is $600 to $800. So all that goes and eats all that up. We don't pay ourselves. The money then, that little extra percent that we made over goes into more bags, which goes into the goal of getting 1,000 bags by the end of the year.
Or gifts.
Or no, well, that's part of the top margins. So we'll take like $5 or $10 and, out of whatever, even if it's a $400 sale, we'll still take an X percent out of that, like 5% or whatever, and find something nice because we know all of our tribe people. We don't not know them.
I know, right?
They're not just a cold number that we don't know. And worst comes to worst, I'll go buy Cade something. I'm like, I'll go to PetSmart and be like, all right, let's see if we're going to spoil this dog right now. You know what I mean? So we'll take that money and put it over.
Wicked stuff at PetSmart right now.
God, I thought about buying all that wicked stuff.
I'm like,
and just like, and we buy full retail too.
I know that is the only thing that I will buy full retail is my pet stuff.
Right.
I'm wild about our animals. I'm trying not to spend $150 on the guinea pig. Right now I'm wanting to like deck him out. So I'm like setting money aside to like rebuild his little situation to the tune of like $150. So.
Right. So, and that's going to continue forever. If our little tribe, our little grouping of, 10 to 50 people that we have takes off and it becomes 50,000 people, the hardest part about that is still keeping that personability. But by then I'm hoping to have replicated somebody that is still personable.
Right.
Like us. Like it might not be us. It might be Mickey, who's still somebody that you love.
Just have little Kismet Mags pods everywhere of people.
Right.
That help take care of everybody.
That help kind of spread the good and keep it going because ultimately their goal is to fight that corporate policy and to catch all those people that they screwed over and over.
Right.
And I strongly believe good vibes brings good vibes. Good brings good. I strongly believe that. That's not, and by the way, I'm very, very scientific, you guys.
Positive attracts positive.
I'm not woohoo. Okay. I'm very, very typical, stereotypical Asian, very, very super smart, very smart Asian. Okay. I'm very scientific, but I genuinely believe that positive attracts positive. In this especially in this nature. So sending out that positive brings it back. In fact, I'll give you an example. The lady that wanted to send back her bag, as soon as we told her what we do, she said, yeah, no, I don't want to send it back. I'll keep the store credit. I go, no, we can refund you. She goes, no, I'll keep the store clear. I'm gonna get something from you guys. I go, no, but we don't mind. She goes, nope. It just like literally cut me off. I was like, okay, I will shut up now. I was like, please, let me take care of you. I just want to take care of you because that's the whole mission is to be like, to take care of them.
Mhm.
And if I'm being fully transparent, you guys, every time we get a new customer, I put little air quotes for people out there who can't see this. I always go, oh, please be unsatisfied so I can show you what we're about. Please hate your bag. I want to show you. I want to show you. I'm gonna Venmo your money right now, so you don't wait for that week for your money to get back. You know what I mean? Like, and that's something that we're gonna that I want to do differently too in the future, to have an escrow of money on the side that we can refund instantly if someone doesn't. You ever get into a refund problem?
Oh God, 7 to 10 business days.
Right.
You're like, I'll just forget that I had that money.
Yeah, but you know why they do that? It's not them. It's not the company. It's the banks.
Oh yeah.
So the business goes they click refund, and the bank goes, oh, okay, you want me to put this back into their thing. So they take their time.
Yeah. Why is that a thing?
Well,
You took my money in like 2.5 seconds, but you can't give it back.
Short answer. This is just a short answer. That money that stays in there creates their value. For example, Starbucks has all that stuff, all your money and gift cards. So many of it has
my God.
leftover. So many
Yes.
has leftover, right? So you get like 30 cents extra you didn't spend
On your
$2.
app.
So what happens is that Starbucks is now worth a bunch of money because they can go to banks and go, well, look how much gift card stuff people have.
Like yeah.
So now that company's worth a lot. Well, they do the same thing as well. The longer they hold on to your money, the more they retain their own company value. Because they held your money for a little bit longer. To give it back right away, it fluctuates too much. And now you can't keep it's not stable, and it's all sorts of corporate mumbo jumbo that we don't need to talk about.
Bullshit.
Okay, it's bullshit. It's about a quick way to say that. So that's why they don't give it back right away. So one thing that I want to do in the future, if we ever get that when we get that big, because our tribe is so relatable,
Right.
it's crazy to think that we won't blow up,
Mhm.
right? Our tribe is so the normal people that need a voice. I want to have an escrow. Like
Yeah.
I want money on the side to where like Jane A is like, I'm not happy with this. I want a refund. The second she scans it, I can Venmo her money in her account instantly
Right.
and not wait for the bank. Why don't I, as a business, send her money now and then I wait for the bank?
Right.
I'm not hurting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we're not a normal business.
I don't know, but just generally speaking, why don't people
agree.
just do that? No, by the way, there's only one company that does that right now. That's huge. That's Zappos. But aside from them, how come it's not catching on to be like, here's your money right now?
Because the same
instantly?
thing. Businesses want their valuation to be just as good too. If they let go of that money right away, they lose value and credibility and like the numbers part of their business as well. 'Cause
Right.
the longer they can hold on to it as a refund, same as the bank. So say it's not the bank, say it is the company that needs to refund the money.
Right.
The longer they postpone that, the more their accreditation is,
Right.
just like the bank. So that's why.
Again, this goes back to what I was saying before about us to describe us to this, to the, do you still remember his name? The mouth it to me. Don't say it.
No, I don't remember.
It was,
I remember his face. I don't remember his name.
it was in that specifically this happened over and over, but this one person that I'm thinking of in particular that was such high resistance by the way, happy ending. He ended up believing in the story.
He came around
He came around, but everyone reacts the
after
same
like
way.
months, though.
After months, yeah. Everyone reacts the same way, which is that you're not going to make money. So
The stockholders are keeping an eye on profit.
yes, Eileen, yeah, absolutely. For an even deeper insight on that, that's very true. Don't forget, they got to worry about all that extra stuff, investors and
Yep.
ROIs and all that stuff. And by the way, you guys, side note, I had to deal with this on a daily. So I worked the corporate world and the corporate structure. I had to deal with all these big boy numbers and mergers
Blech.
and I was part of a BDA, which is a business development association. So I worked a really long time in the corporate and business development world as part of my background. I hated every second of it. I kept thinking in the back, like, why can't it be done right? Why is it always that this is the second they take your money that they run away? Because I look around and I go, life's got to be more than just about making the quick dollar off of people, right? Because you have all that power to do so much good too.
Mhm.
You have so much like power to influence somebody and have them influence others and sort of spread out some good as well. But they don't.
It's easier. One and done. Give me the money.
Yeah.
Accept it. Accept it. Accept it.
Accept it. Accept it now. Accept it. Get the money. Accept it. I need it. So, but anyways, but again, I normally say we're still talking about the topic. We're no longer necessarily talking about the album topic anymore. Well, hold on. I could say
Okay.
we're still talking about it because the whole point of the album is that it's in essence a mirror of what we're doing, a voice that we can vibe to of everything that we just talked about. That's so not normal, and to me it feels like common sense. And I know it isn't. The word common sense is just not common sense, but it feels so like it should have been this way a long time ago. There should have been somebody out there making an album about all these people and their struggles, and what they go through, especially against resale America.
No, they want to make breakup songs and love ballads, and
Wait, hold on. I love those too, though.
I know I do too. But those make more money than making a song about being a badass mom.
So we're gonna divert a little bit. We're gonna talk about Taylor Swift, okay? I had this talk with Max the other day.
I love Taylor. I'm just gonna say it right now.
For the sake of saying it, I don't hate Taylor. I don't love Taylor. She comes out with the new album. I'm like, cool. She's coming out with more music. That's great, But I want to tell you something that
I'm not a Swiftie. I want to point that out. I want to say that. Hi, I'm not a Swiftie, but I love her in a different facet than most people do. I admire her as a businesswoman. I think she is
yes,
like
yes. Yes.
like, I don't know. I admire her so much for that. I have that admiration. I'm not crazy about what album she's coming out with. I think it's fun to play along with it and to go along with it and to see, but it's more of on like an admiration on the marketing side and on the business side of like, wow, that was fucking smart.
Right.
Wow, you nailed it.
The line on the checkout is huge.
Oh my God, so good. Right, Duder? She's brilliant.
Right.
And her team is brilliant. It's not just her, but a lot of it is her. And when you actually like sit and listen to her and watch things about her, she's not a puppet in any of this by any means. So I think that's what I appreciate about it, is that this is coming from her in some way, shape, or form. She's not just a like popular puppet on a string that's doing this for everybody else. So
right.
that's what I admire about her.
And here's where I want to point that out. Where I was going along with where I was getting to with this. What you're saying here is that Taylor Swift mirrors a lot of things that I want our company to be. Now, I don't want our company. Remember, I say that term very loosely, and I want you to know I throw up a little bit every time I say it.
Right.
We're
gonna have tribies?
Tribies, stop right now. Stop. No, we're not gonna be. Or maybe, I don't know.
I'm kidding.
No. But if you think about artists like Taylor Swift, let's talk Elton John, let's talk Celine Dion, Michael Jackson. These are icons. They're not just like pop stars necessarily.
Right.
They're icons. And the reason why they're icons is because their music, you know that the person behind the music resonates beyond just the music.
Right.
So this is, and I don't know if that made sense what I just said there.
No, it does.
So for example, I'm about to get destroyed for Swifties out there, but Taylor Swift's music to me is okay. It's par. It's all right. I fall asleep sometimes listening to it, and some of the other stuff is a little too poppy. But when you think about the woman Taylor Swift, she represents so much good. She's a hard worker. She's a real musician. She wrote those lyrics. She wrote that music. She sits down. She's a real artist. So I will buy Taylor Swift music because she's a real artist.
Right.
And real artists stay. You know who disappears? Pop stars. One-hit wonders. Those almost created by the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, and it's funny having you creating this album. I'm like, how many people are doing something like this where this isn't like how many people are using AI to assist them in a lot of this? And those are a lot of the one and done type of people where like they come in, they fire off, and they fizzle out because there's nothing substantial about their music.
Right. It's in there. You're going to have a good time for a second and then you're gone.
Yeah.
So
nothing's going to resonate.
Nothing resonates with you. And how our business parallels with this is I don't want to be just an in and out pop star. Like I want us to be true artists in what we do. So when I say
do good,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So when I say like, hey, I want to build a culture, I want to build one that's already here and build it from the ground up. So but like the people in our tribe are so not common, but like So their stories are so relatable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like but there's no voice for them. So I'm gonna say this is like about us, which is like, so if I were to do this correctly, like if I were to be a pop star, that I'm a pop star. Here's what I'd be like. An equivalent to that to me is like, hi, I'm a business. I have the best handbags. Look at my handbags. They're all so well cleaned,
Mhm.
and I ship them out in pretty boxes. Right?
Right.
That's a pop star to me. And to me, an artist says this, which is like, hey, I'm all about you first. I'm here to change how things are done. I'm here to change how the resale world treats you. Oh yeah, also I sell bags.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I want for our company.
Mhm.
And to me, a true artist resonates in that deep level
Right.
versus just like selling the
Face
feature,
value.
the face value of it
Mhm.
all. And I don't want the face value ever
Right.
as part of it. I worked in branding.
Mhm.
I hated it. So and you would sell features, you know what I mean? And but the big boys, the real people, the real artists, they sell who they are and what they stand for
And why they doing
and
it.
why they doing it. So, and that's something that I want us to always. And look at that, I found a way to weave in Taylor Swift into that.
I love Taylor.
She truly does love
I do.
Taylor.
I really do. I do. I love I do. I enjoy her. I enjoy her as a person. I enjoy her as an artist. I enjoy her music. I know that it's not your music, but I know that I could just put on Taylor and listen to it like all day.
She can. She really can.
And he puts him to sleep sometimes. So it's
She does. She puts me to sleep. I still enjoy her.
right.
I don't hate her.
I know.
Ready for an off topic?
Mhm.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't hate Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't love Star Wars. I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
I will watch every Star Wars movie that comes out. Okay? Good or bad, I'll watch them all.
Mhm.
What turns me off on Star Wars are the uber Star Wars that will correct you mid-sentence when you mispronounce a name or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
The uber nerds.
The uber nerds.
That's what turns me off on them. So I'm feeling like Taylor Swift is the same way. I don't know if people necessarily hate Taylor Swift. I think people just hate the obsession that people bring with Taylor Swift.
It's unhealthy. It really is. It's just it's crazy, like the obsession with her. And that's why I said I don't ever want to be categorized into that. I enjoy hearing about her. I enjoy hearing about what's the latest. And I think I love the way she does things. Like I love the way that she released this last album and did all these Easter eggs and did this countdown and stuff like that.
That was
It gives
cute.
like
That was cute.
so much hype. It gives so much hype. And everybody's riding the coattails on it, right? With the orange and the green. Like everybody's
Do we
doing
do
that
the
right
same?
now. I don't know. But like
All orange and green
so
purses.
I think it's like
10% off.
I think it's super smart. And I love a good marketing strategy, or I love a good like presentation the way she does it. And she always does it that way. She always releases her albums that way. There's always an Easter egg. That's why the Swifties are so crazy with all their conspiracy theories and all of that. And now she owns everything. She owns all of her music. She owns all of her music videos. She owns like, I'm just like, yeah, fucking get it. Like, I think that's so admirable to have built what she's built.
We're
And
officially off topic.
always, yeah. Well, it's the end of the podcast.
It's
so it
like
makes
we're
sense.
it's like we're full of ADD or something. Our shows are the same way, by the way, guys, on
Yeah.
Tosh. There's no
So true.
there's really no
What am I
difference.
supposed to be doing right now?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing something. Like how many times have I said like we're supposed to be selling purses? I think. Remember the whole part? How many times do you forget to click that button that says
Oh my God. I never sell on here because I always forget to put that you can buy it. Like, I'm like, look how cool this bag is. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. We're all about empowerment. But you have no way to buy it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So all right, you get to do the sign off, right?
Okay.
Go ahead. I put your little bullet.
I love it.
there.
Thank you
She
so
got
much.
really
Till
good
I
at this.
remember it, till I feel it in my core. So, but thank you guys so much for joining us on another episode of Beyond the Bag. Yes, namaste. Namaste. Watch us record these live on Poshmark. We do it 4 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday. And we have our album dropping on August 20th. If you want to see a sneak peek, go over to Instagram. Check out Kismet Mags on Instagram. You can see a sneak peek of one of our songs that we did. I say we, it's really this guy right here. And let us help you build your collection over at kismetmags.com. You guys go check it out. We got lots of fun things going on, and check out our Good Vibes Guarantee, First Pass, all of the things. So
Yeah. And for of course, I get to do the if anyone ever if anyone out there needs to hear this, okay? So if anybody out there needs to hear this, life is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's honestly, and we just talked about now, it's about creating it. So every small choice, every brave step that you make, every time you push past it, the fear builds to a story that only you can tell. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So don't shrink into the world, right? Expand it instead to fill that space around you, because life is meant to be lived loudly, fully, and unapologetically. So whatever you're out there trying to do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Don't, Maggie's going to get us for that.
Uh-oh.
Do it.
Do it.
Thank you, guys. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Buy
Much
Eileen's
love,
book.
you guys.
Buy Eileen's book.